Hi guys, thanks for coming by. This is ArtsyWisdom. My name is Diane. I hadn't been on here for a couple days, and man, oh man, very frustrated. But I'm more frustrated than I am sad. I mean, I am almost teary-eyed when it came to the way that Zelenskyy was treated yesterday in the Oval Office, and he was ambushed. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Ambushed. They had a plan going in. They wanted to attack him, and Vance did his best to do that, and Trump followed suit. The media ridiculed him, and even Trump ridiculed him. The way he talked, he mimicked him. So embarrassing. I was horrified and embarrassed for our entire nation, and that people around the world think we elected a buffoon, and a criminal buffoon at that, which he is. And if you think I'm biased, I am, because he's a criminal buffoon who is dangerous beyond all measure at this moment in time. And he has the Republican Congress and senators licking his boots because that's what they want to do, because their voters, they're going to take him out and they're going to lose all that money. So today I'm going to, those of you who have watched this a couple times, I work with OtterSpirit, and I thought of we kind of need a miracle at this time. And Moonstone is a miraculous stone. And today, I'm going to show you, I've ordered this too. And I got my Moonstone, and these OtterSpirit bracelets, they come, and I know they come in a little velvet pouch, but the rainbow Moonstone, which is this, and you can see I went to my lemon tree, and lemon trees have lots of thorns, but I got in there and got them. Anyway, this is a lovely bracelet, and it feels really good. I'm wearing my Moonstone earrings. This is an OtterSpirit. And then my Moonstone necklace. I create miracles every day. I'm living in that space. I'm imagining miracles every single day. It's very powerful. We're all very powerful. Intention, intuition, zodiac signs are Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, and the chakra that it's attuned to is your crown chakra. The top of your head that tunes into spirit, God, the universal light, any words you want to use, higher power, that's what this is. So it's super helping you get super clear, super pure light, you have the ability to imagine, to envision and manifest those miracles, because this is where they start. The belief and having that energy, that vision, the knowing that they are possible. And I'm not saying this is magic. I'm just saying that's what I'm doing on top of all my other stuff. Okay, so there's that. Oh, there's a discount code in the box if you decide. You guys, a portion of their sales go to the Wild Otter Fund in Southern California. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. But I'm just sharing that with you because I feel like stones have an intention behind them whenever I wear them. And these are high grade and authentic crystals and stones. All right, did that. These Oracle of Rama cards are what I choose when I'm feeling I need some spiritual guidance. Besides intuiting things or downloading information, channeling Christ or Moses or my spirit guides or angels and Archangel Michael, which all of these things are connected, but I don't want to get into that right now. This Oracle of Rama cards is ancient tradition, India's ancient oracle, and I'm really concerned about, I'm pissed off, and I'm not weak right now. I'm really concerned about what happened yesterday, and I wanted to pull some cards. Where is the U.S. going under Trump? What do we have to know about the U.S., the direction? Okay, so you pull one card here, and then this other, it's like a secondary. This is the divine guide. And you pull another one. So there's that. So, seeking the prize. So I have to read them because it's kind of it's a story. It's the oracle, but it's all based on the story of Rama, King Rama, and all his wisdom that he gets through, or Lord Rama, excuse me, where he gets his wisdom and anyway, doesn't matter. Lord Rama, traveling with his brother and great sage, seeks to win the hand of goddess Sita. So this is the calm within the storm. This is in the middle of the story, which is a great quest unfolds with favorable signs. Now, this number is 1, Hanuman, my favorite guy, the monkey warrior. And I look up number 1, honor the extraordinary woman, great gain. So Sita, his wife, or soon-to-be wife, is the great woman they're referring to. But I am wondering, and I'm going to look it up in here and read it. The great woman, perhaps, I know a lot of readers have seen a woman taking him down. A great woman, honor the extraordinary woman, great gain. So, since the time of Sita's form, that's the woman, his wife, appeared in the capital city of Mithila, the kingdom of Videha's wealth and peace grew daily by leaps and bounds. So, growing leaps and bounds in wealth. So, that's where maybe the U.S. is going. An extraordinary woman, or the feminine principle of love, receptivity, and nurturance, brings great gains for the entire domain. She should be honored, then prosperity for all ventures is guaranteed. One should seek her grace and support. So I'm thinking this might be a person, a congressman, senator, or someone that's coming from afar, or somebody that can rally us or be a leader. Maybe it's somebody that we don't know yet. I feel like that might be a possibility. Somebody that may be around but hasn't been brought to the scene who she is yet. You know, maybe the world doesn't know her completely. Could be somebody from Europe too. One of these many prime ministers and presidents from those countries in Europe. And she may come up with a solution. That's the feeling I get. This is a solution where kind of creates a win-win situation, because maybe that's a diplomat, somebody that could bridge the gap. Well, that's a good sign. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Number 1, again, horrible. Yesterday, we have some Canadian friends visiting, and we were watching the news conference. And everybody was just horrified, and they couldn't believe how he was attacked. Zelenskyy was attacked. And afterward, last night, I saw, is it Permaculture, Park Rose Permaculture, who, this woman, she's amazing. And she listed she listed it on Twitter or X or whatever, every single one, each country in Europe, we stand with Ukraine. Lots of versions of the same thing. Canada as well. We stand with Ukraine. We're like dozens of countries, big and small, standing with Ukraine. So the flip side of this horror show is that those countries will rally together and be more united, as will Canada. You know, parts of Canada, the provinces, they kind of argue about different issues, but they are definitely united. That's the flip side of this Trumpian universe that we're living in right now, is that people are getting so mad we're uniting and we're not arguing as much, because we know that there's a common goal. Like, we have to get these people out of office and figure this out. Okay, so today I'm going to look at a few things. Something that F47 said, that you're going to start World War III. Is that what you want? I'm going to look at that. Don't worry, but I'm going to look at that. Press pool. Now they're going to approve the press that's going to come into the press room. I already looked at that, but I'm going to look again. I'm going to pull some cards. I wanted to look at, will the Republicans actually stand up to Trump? Because all of a sudden now they're, oh no, it's, they have said part of this MAGA right, radical right, what these MAGA filth people are doing. And I love my fellow Americans, but the MAGA right has lost their minds. So sorry, that's what's going to happen. The uneducated, ignorant MAGA people that can't seem to use their critical thinking and only do what they're told, because they're sheep. They're being told they're told how to live. They're told, even these senators and congressmen, sludge, filth, muck. And that's what they are right now to me, because they don't have any spine. Might as well just be in the dirt, might be in the gutter, because they're not doing anything they're supposed to do. They are public servants. They are civil servants. We pay taxes to to keep them there, to do what we want them to do. They work for us. We do not work for them. We do not put money into their coffers. They work for us. Right now, they're not. Right now, they're abdicating all of their responsibility. Anyway, will they stand up to him? Doubt it. I'm going to look into that. And I also wanted to get into Zelensky's energy. I can channel, those of you who are new here, I channel people's energy when I get into their person, depending on who it is and if they're let me in. I also do cards and do different things intuitive, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to check into Volodymyr Zelenskyy. And thank God he pushed back. Oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed, but I'm glad he didn't let Trump get a word in and he just politely said, no, argue over him. That's what the bullies do. That's what those criminal mob bosses do. They try to bully you, and good. Zelenskyy pushed back hard. I'm so glad. Glad he didn't sign anything. So I wanted to look into what this U.S.-Russia relationship is going to look like. I know it's in the midst of flux. Filthy flux. Dirty, sludgy flux. Effing flux. Anyway, I wanted to look at that. And I wanted to say that Trump is alienating the world. And again, they're being united against us. Or against him and the people that he represents, or the people that are our democracy. We're in a shift right now. The democracy is being taken apart. It's not going to be gone. I don't see it gone. So don't worry about that. But I do where the way that our country is structured is being dismantled. But I just have one little thing to tell you. I do think there's so many people that are losing jobs, money. I just saw the article in the Times that all these people on the transplant list, dozens or hundreds even, or thousands, it says, are being pushed back or taken off because they don't have the people to cover this particular, medical procedure, or, everything is in the confusion and people don't know if they have a job, and it's horrible. So all these things are happening. People are losing their ability to, like, transgender or DEI, or people are losing their jobs, or, there is nothing that is sacred. So as this happens, and I said this before, I want it to speed up in a way, because the more it speeds up, the more full of stench and filth that it gets. People will start to see it and smell it, and they'll start to, and actually the MAGA maggots will get it faster. Some people won't ever, but they will eventually. So he is alienating the world. They are getting together to fight. Anyway, not happy about this, you guys, but you aren't either, I know. Just one thing. So there's a guy down our street. He has always had Trump signs on his lawn. It's not lawn, it's gravel because it's Arizona. And then he has a flagpole. And after Trump won, before he won, he had this big Trump 24. Was it Chump for Jesus, or I don't know. Anyway, Trump 24, an American flag. And it's been there all this time until a few days ago. Why? American flag is still there. He put that up, but he took down the Trump flag. So why? He's not very friendly either. He doesn't look like, he might be a vet. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe his benefits are getting squeezed, or maybe he's starting to realize, oh, maybe I made a mistake. So that might be one tiny anecdote about the apparent, all of a sudden, wisdom with the 2x4 that's hitting these people over the heads, Okay. We're all in this together. There's more of us than there is of them, and we're gaining strength. And I have seen in the past this upswelling. It's slow and it's bubbling and it feels like it's ground level, and it's not like big and going up like that. It's more like slowly bubbling, like a soup, kind of murky, but coming up and up and up. And so it's down there still. That sunrise is down there. And the owl spirit that has been showing me that sunrise, that he can get fast because he's above it all. He's there, and he is, I don't know if an owl can smile, but I feel like he's smiling at me. And he's also pointing at it. And it's dark though. Before here in the sunrise, it's filthy and dark and black. So we will continue to go through a lot of shit. Sorry, people. A lot of muck. The MAGA sludge, filth. We're going to go through that. And there's going to be losses. I don't know what those losses are. I feel like maybe it's the government agencies, that kind of stuff, jobs, or medical stuff, because people won't get their medications fast enough, or the transplants, or different things. But it's low, and we're going to get through this. Okay, so I'm going to look at that just real quick, the press pool. These are my some of my crow cards, those of you who sometimes ask me. This is her other deck. It's not a straight up tarot, they're oracle. This artist I love, because birds are messengers. In fact, there was 2 roadrunners by our house just waiting up on the roof yesterday. I've seen a lot of roadrunners, and I've said that on my post, is that when you see roadrunners, things tend to move faster in your life. So obviously they did this last week, and I saw that my videos saying things are going to speed up and we needed to be prepared. And guess what? All right. But distracted squirrel. Press pool. I'm trying not to make too much noise with my cards. I know sometimes I hit them on the table, and I apologize. Yes, it'll thin out. In fact, I only see like a smattering, and normally that room is packed. But there's something about it that doesn't work. And in the past, when I looked into it, I felt like all the press is going to get that information anyway. They may not be able to ask those hard questions to the communication blondie dimwit. I'm not angry at all, because I am. Although she's very articulate, but she's drank the Kool-Aid. So the free press that will be able to get this information, it'll be harder, but they're going to get it. But the smattering of smaller groups of the press, I see it less in that room. But there's something wrong with it. Something doesn't work with that for some reason. And maybe it has to do with they need all this press because, he has this reality show and he needs us to tune in every minute. And he got good ratings. And he even said that when he met with Zelenskyy. Idiot. Mimicry. Sore. So mimicry, how I'm interpreting this, is they want somebody to just say what they want them to say. Repeat what we say. Talk. Say the storyline we want you to say. That's what they want. But there's something, I know normally this is sore and this is moving fast or going up in the air. But I feel like that is because things are going to change around it. I really don't feel like that'll last. There's something that they need from the press they won't get. So they can pick and choose, but some of those they need the ones that are gonna ask the hard questions for some reason. I don't know why that is. Resistance. And maybe I had this thought too, is that maybe they need that fight to maybe look like, well, they need the reality show. So if they don't have that fight, then it doesn't look like they're, the drama, because there needs to be drama. There needs to be chaos all the time and drama. So yeah, it will happen, but it's free press. There's our First Amendment rights of the free press, or speech is the First Amendment. I don't know what the free press, which one is that? It's in our Constitution. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to put it here because I don't know it by heart. But yeah, free press. And ghosts. What is this about? It's popped up. It's vagueness. It's vagueness of, it's smoke and mirrors kind of thing, or we can't see. It's like that. It's ghosts. It's all those cloudy stuff that they don't want us to see. So it's going to be hard to pinpoint. But eventually it'll change and morph. Actually, I see it changing and morphing multiple times. They'll do this, and then they'll put people here, and then it'll be a lot of fighting in courts and that sort of thing. Okay, here's the big one. Will the Republicans ever, the bootlickers, will they ever stand up to Trump? Because their voters are going to not reelect them, and they not give them their jobs, and they won't have all the money, and they won't be able to get all their investments made. And oh my goodness, will they ever sign up or stand up to Trump? I have to go in individually, kind of in looking at as a group, the Republicans as a group. It's like he's way over there, and they're standing around him, kind of like the halls of the Congress and Senate where it's kind of curved, and he's over there. Maybe I think there's going to be a State of the Union or State of something address. Maybe I'm thinking about that, but it feels like they're distant. They're really not wanting. I mean, they won't say anything against him, but they know they're talking all about how the money's going to Ukraine, and that's a big MAGA myth, and that the maggots don't care about democracy. They just care about their own money-grubbing ways. And the irony is those that voted for Trump are going to get poorer. Just saying. The ones that didn't have money to begin with, they think he's going to do something for them. He's not. They're going to get poorer and sicker. That's the irony of this whole thing. But I do see the senators and the congressmen staying away. It's almost like they have a representative that says, okay, you go talk to him now and talk to him like that. You go over here and try to, figure out how we can say that to him in a way that he'll understand. Maybe we can get him to repeat it or talk about this stuff in a less violent or derogatory way, whatever it is that they're trying to talk about. Maybe it's the Medicaid bill. Maybe it's the Project 2025. It's all the cuts that they want to make. I'm seeing that John Thune, the leader of the House. I heard that he's not a super MAGA, but I feel like he's like, shit, how do I? He has a lot on his plate, of course, but that's, he chose that. It's like they're going underground. All of them, I'm asking, are they still going to continue to not oppose him? They're all going underground, not to be seen, and coming up above ground by him. So they're hiding what they're doing, and they're going up by him and talking to him, and they're very happy and jovial and very animated, and the administration is there, and they're all like partying and everything's great, but they almost have to hide in this tunnel, and maybe it's literally the tunnel in the Capitol, but it might be that, and they're going under there, and they're seeing him, and they're all saying, yeah, we're going to do this, it's all great, it's all great, it's all great, But on top, for this to be able to see it, there's only like a few that are going to be visible to talk to him or say anything to him. And they're all being very careful. I don't see anybody standing up to him right now. I'm sorry. Will they stand up to the putrid F-47 and the muskrats destroying and dismantling? Will they stand up? There's something happening right now. There's something happening today that I feel like it's in the works today. And it's not necessarily about them standing up, but it's something, it's in flux today. And maybe it has to do with the whole meeting yesterday. Maybe it's everybody's down in Florida partying up, giving each other, sucking each other's, what. Ace of Swords. Yeah. They're talking about things, and they're going to, and they're going, we have so much awesomeness. How are we going to pick through all this great ideas and all this stuff that we have? And they're working together to come up with a plan, and they're looking, and this might be about Ukraine, actually. The Republicans, they're just going to pick and choose these little things that they don't agree with in the bills, but they're not going to criticize him. Hanged man. Still nothing. No. And death. Maybe this is the death of their courage and character. Maybe the death of their desire to be in democracy. An Ace of Wands. Will it ever change? Oh, there's this woman, Queen of Swords. Remember I talked about the Rama? This is about this queen. This is about a female who doesn't take any shit. And she is going to... And Temperance. And Strength. So something's going to happen. I think it might be... Maybe it's one of the Lisa Murkowski, or what's the other one's name, that actually sometimes vote against him. What's her name? Lisa Murkowski, and the one... Or maybe it's some of the governors. That one from Maine. I loved it. It was so good. I'm going to follow the Constitution. I'm going to follow the law. No, you can't do that. I'll see you in court then. All right, let's do it. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Women are powerful. I know I have most women viewers on this channel. We're powerful when we want to be. When you tell a mom you hurt your child, a mama's the worst one in the whole world. You cannot fight her. She will take you down. And that's what I'm feeling. This energy of the Earth Mother, the United States Mother, the Liberty, Statue of Liberty, all the things that represent, and the country is born on 4th of July, or technically it's a Cancer. So that's the moon. That's Mother. That's bring us your tired, your weak, your poor, your wretched groups or whatever. That's who we are. And this mother has had enough. Anyway. So, no, they're not sending up to him anytime soon. Something's got to happen. So, for them to do it, and this woman is going to, this woman, whoever she is going to really lay it on the line. Okay. So my concern after that thing yesterday was, amongst many things, but Zelensky's future, or Ukraine's future, and will the U.S. come up with, or will Trump administration, not the U.S., Trump administration come up with a conflict? Because that's when you're in trouble, you come up with a conflict and unite everybody. So Canada's bad, the politest people in the world, they're. So I already feel like he will work with Russia, his administration, to create more of a conflict where it looks like they're being attacked somehow, some way, or Ukraine is attacking them using our, supplies or another country's supplies, actually more other countries, ammunitions or machines or planes or drones or whatever they are. And they will come up with some very big propaganda thing. I don't think it's going to be World War III or anything, so don't stress that. But it's going to just muddy the waters and make Ukraine look like the bad guy more and more and more, which the MAGA sludge wants to do. The maggot sludge that's in the gutters that they are. They want to do that, and they want to make sure that we don't send any more money there, because that's one of their talking points. And fine, but they're going to create this whole scenario. And I'm sorry, Europe is going to have to do the protecting of Ukraine after this point. They just have to, because they won't get any money from us unless Marco Rubio, who can't find his spine either, or his balls, that would be nice, but he just sat there on that couch, did nothing. I can see him in Florida too. I see him there. He might not be, but I feel like he's there, and he is, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, yes, yes. We're doing all the right things. Yes, we're going to get this. Yes, we're going to do that. They are all doing that. And Rubio is going to, I'm just wondering if there'll be a small agreement that we won't hear about, because some of those Republican senators won't say anything bad about Trump or Felon47, but they will say that Russia did start the war, not Ukraine. So there is some pushback in that regard. So there will be some Republicans who might encourage a deal of some kind. And the Trump administration, the F-47, the Project 2025 people, they're going to want to have some money, because that's what they want. They want our tax money. They want our taxes. They want to put it all in their coffers and steal it. That's what they want. They don't want us to have it. They don't want us to have medicines or health care. All they do is want us, or streets or police or anything. They want us just to sit and die. They want to have all their money, put it in a pile so they can count it, and they don't have enough life to spend it all. But it's our money. It's our tax money. They're our servants, civil servants. They're not listening to us, or many of us. So I lost track because I got on a rant. Oh, the deal. Rubio, I think, may... Not yet. No, everybody's too upset about it. No, not yet. But I think it's possible they come up with... I mean, there's already money allocated that they should have sent them, that the Congress already approved. But I don't know. They're not getting it, and they're not... He's illegally doing this, unconstitutionally. Congress already approved it. So the courts, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, if you guys remember the first Star Wars, is our only hope right now. And maybe some character, somebody somewhere has the balls to say no. Or the women, I think it's going to be women. I don't think it's going to be the men, because they can't, they're bootlickers, and they do not do anything that will make people be mad at them, because they don't want to be mad at, because that would be bad. That would be bad. So anyway, I do think it's possible, but right now I don't think they're deciding that, because it's this whole thing that happened yesterday. I think they're going to let it die down. Ukraine is already talking. Zelenskyy, I feel like when I'm in his energy, I feel really angry. And I feel like he is already got all these things. I've seen him before. He's lots of things that he tries, avenues that he's trying to get, either financing or guns or whatever it is that they need, food or transportation, tanks, drones, whatever. But he's still thinking of the future. I feel like he always thinks of the future and making sure Ukraine will be safe for the future. Not just today, but in the future. And I feel like he's a creative person, so he can think a few steps ahead. He's not just like in front of his nose kind of person like F-47, the man baby. So yeah, Europe, but Zelensky's doing that with them and going, he's like, all right, we can't. He's also, I think he should work with China. I'm fine with that. Let China have all those resources. I don't care because we don't, the Trump administration doesn't need that money. They don't get to get it. We do. But I think if they do that, oh, well, now they're going to side with China and they're bad. So they got to play it just right. The magician. So I think this is Zelenskyy doing everything he can in his own power with all his tools. All right. And I think, the U.S., I already told you about that. Stand up to Trump. Will there be a greater conflict? I think I said this earlier where I think Felon47 will create some sort of thing where they'll be the enemy all of a sudden. And we need to help Russia because they don't have this. And they're going to give us stuff. They're going to pay us and we're going to help them. That's what's going to happen. But I also wanted to say we are good people. A lot of good people in the world. More good than bad. It's just the bad ones are doing some bad things right now. Most people don't like this. And if we can make it to the midterms, a lot of these senators and congressmen will be voted out. I'll pull a couple of cards. Will we get to the midterms before anything? I feel like next year about this time, there's going to be some serious stuff happening where people are going to flip out. They're going to approve something or something will start to be implemented. And I see all those congressmen and senators as like soupy sludge. Like they're not even anything. They don't do anything. They don't stand up. They don't speak up for any of us. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. All right. So again, miracles happen every day. We have to maintain our faith and knowing. When I did ask Christ about this recently, this morning, he said, this is a short time on earth. All the love and pureness is in the heavenly realms that is there for us. It doesn't help right now, right today when we're scared and stuff, but you're going to be okay. Keep talking to people that you know and vent. So don't let it get to you too much. Do things that you love. I mean, I think you should have some cash at home. Maybe take out chunks of cash to have it for a backup. Also, I've said this before, fill your pantry. If you can, start a garden if you have room, or in pots on a balcony in your apartment or whatever it is. And yell and say what you feel. These people are our civil servants. They are public servants. We pay them. Our tax money goes to pay them. It goes to pay them. They work for us. They need to be afraid of us. The government needs to be afraid of us right now. So it's okay if we yell and make a scene. It's okay. All right. That's it, guys. I was a little ranty, but I think it was important and I couldn't stop. All right. Miracles. Take care every day. Okay. Bye-bye.